Hey everyone, so this is my review of Scorpion Season 3, Episode 11, called Wreck the Halls. And basically what this episode is about is that Team Scorpion's mountain retreat to sort of get away on Christmas Eve goes deadly when they cross paths with a bunch of gunners who end up kidnapping Ralph. And this was a really interesting episode that had some parts to it that really didn't make all that much sense. And a lot of the problems that they came across all just happened to be out of pure and utter coincidence. And I did really like the idea of the team sort of going on like this technology-free getaway to celebrate Christmas and all that. That I thought was a really kind of cool idea. It was a little weird the way the guy that they say managed to convince them all that he was good just after a few questions. And that sort of came back to bite them later. I did really like all the things that Toby was doing to try and make this holiday be perfect for Happy. That was interesting with how he tried to do all this different stuff. And then on the flip side of that, Happy also trying to do all this stuff to make the Christmas day be perfect for Toby as well. That was really kind of cool that they did do both sides of that. And then a lot of the coincidence moments came about with things like one of the gunners managing to see the government-issued license plates that they had just slightly before he managed to walk inside the cabin far enough for Cabe and Walter to get the jump on him. Or things like they just happened to leave Ralph alone with the one actual bad guy. And they just, all these different things that, like, if one thing might have switched slightly, it wouldn't have been a problem, but it didn't, so it was a problem. It was kind of cool how they managed to use the gunrunners' walkie-talkies to be able to communicate with the police that they need help and stuff like that. That they did use that little bit of, like, genius knowledge and stuff to fix that problem. That was cool. It was also really fun how they went all, like, Home Alone style on the gunrunners when they eventually tried to, like, get into the house. And I did really like that the moment between Happy and Sylvester where she tells him that for him to basically just be himself, because if Happy likes him as himself, pretty much anyone will like him as him being himself. And I find it really sad that Tim did decide to leave, because I was finally starting to like get to know him and like him as part of a team and stuff, but I also understood why he left, because it is a true point that Team Scorpion is Walter's team, and Tim is a team leader and not a team player. So for them to try and work together, that really doesn't make much sense. So it was kind of cool to have Tim leave to go and be his own sort of leader, but it's also very sad because he's not going to be around anymore. But I didn't much care for the whole like switch moment at the end of this episode between Tim and Walter, where Tim was trying to like Walter was trying to convince Tim to stay. And all this stuff, it just didn't fit with how the rest of this episode put them out there. So to have that switch moment was just, I didn't care for. But I do have to say, overall, this was a really fun and entertaining episode. And yeah, that's my review of Scorpion. Season 3, Episode 11, called Wreck the Halls. So, yeah. Bye!